Well, hello everyone, and this is Peter Brown with a look at your weather for the next 7 days. And I hope you've been really enjoying your summer. I can't believe that we're actually into August now. Isn't that incredible to think that we are actually two-thirds of the way through meteorological summer? But of course, we're not even going to think about the end of summer, that's for sure. We have some great weather still ahead of us. Now, as we start out our period, we're actually going to see high temperatures on Thursday, actually in the mid-80s, just about where we should be at this time of the year. Same thing with our low temperatures, temperatures in the mid-60s, so a pretty average pattern in terms of temperatures coming up, and that looks like it's going to carry through for the next 7 to 10 days or so here in the Burlington area. We don't see any real big-time heat, anything near this record high of 96 that we saw many, many years ago there. Look at this as we're starting to get to the end of the period, getting to August 9th. Can you believe it? We'll be into the second week of August. Temperatures still beautiful in the lower to mid 80s, so we still have quite a bit of summer ahead, that's for sure. Though I'm sure the one thing that you've been noticing probably is the days have been getting much shorter, and of course now that we're past almost 6 weeks past the summer solstice, we're actually going to be seeing the sun setting before 8 o'clock when we get to the end of the period. So that's quite a thing to think about, but nothing to worry about in terms of cold weather, that's for sure. But as we move ahead, I'm going to show you a little bit about what's going to be going on with weather for the next 7 days. Now, we're going to be pretty much locked in here in the Burlington area to a fairly midsummer-like pattern. So what's that going to mean for us? Well, that's going to mean we're going to see a very strong high-pressure center centered off of the southeast coast of New England down towards Bermuda. We're also going to be seeing this weak area of low pressure that's kind of going to stay put over southern and eastern Canada. It's going to just slowly slide on by to the north of us. Now, this is going to keep us in a relatively mild but kind of humid flow for the next 7 days or so. So each day we're going to probably see the chance of maybe some pop-up showers and thunderstorms, much like we've been seeing the past couple of days here in the Burlington area. But again, no real big-time heat, so if you're getting out there and trying to enjoy the beach and the lakes and everything, temperature's going to be just perfect, that's for sure. As we move ahead, I'm going to show you a little bit about what's going to be going on with our temps and our precip for the next 10 days or so. Now, looking at this graphic, it looks like the Climate Prediction Center is actually calling for above-average precipitation for us here in the Burlington area, and that's going to be pretty much the case when we see a lot of these pop-up showers and thunderstorms, so we may see a good dousing of rain when we get one of those that comes over the area. But as we go ahead and we take a look at our temperatures, you're going to notice something very interesting about, especially, look at this in the middle of the country. If you are going anywhere out to the plains in the next 10 days or so, there's going to be some really, really cold air for August out here. There are actually some forecasts that say that we may see low temperatures in the low 40s in some of these areas in the plains, something definitely not typical for this time of year. But up here in the Burlington area, looks again like we're going to have great fair weather conditions, temperatures about average. And if you're heading out towards the west coast, especially the Pacific Northwest, that's where the big time heat is, along with down here in Florida. But as we go ahead, I'm going to show you again some of those great temperatures that we have coming up for the Burlington area for the next 7 days. Now, starting out our period again, it's going to be a little bit unsettled. We're going to have a little bit of humidity, a little bit of warmer temperatures in the mid-80s, so that's going to give us a chance of some showers and thunderstorms each afternoon on here. And if you're joining us for Celebrate Burlington this coming Saturday, you might have to keep an eye to the sky for a couple of pop-up showers and thunderstorms, but looking like that might be heading towards the latter part of the afternoon, so we might be okay. But as we start to head into the end of the weekend, the start of next week, see temperatures cooling a little bit, but down to nothing too cool, that's for sure. Temperatures in the mid and upper 70s. And as we get in towards the end of the period, getting towards next Wednesday, we're going to introduce that chance of a little bit more unsettled conditions. So a little bit more humidity in the air. But again, temperatures not too bad, only bordering up in the low 80s. So nothing really hot, no hundreds, nothing like that. Nothing like we saw last summer, that's for sure. But folks, I hope you get out there, and I hope you come and join us at Celebrate Burlington this coming Saturday, and have a great week.